Hi Scorpio, this message is for you today. And driving and pulling cards for you. I've got them shuffled, ready to go. And I'm going to pull the first card. And this is going to be your energy and your situation, whatever it resonates with you to be. But either way, this is you, representation of you or the situation that you were in. Okay? I pulled the Hermit in reverse for you. I don't like to take reverse cards during the Celtic Cross, but, you know, whatever it is, what it is, I'm going to take it today because this is your energy, and this might represent the fact that you need to be doing a little bit of healing and a little bit of deep diving, probably some things you need to learn. Maybe you need to take some time to yourself, but you're not doing it. I feel like you feel like you need to do that, but I don't think you're doing it. I think you're full force and you're trying to continue on with making everything and doing everything, and you know, that's what I get right now. So the Hermit is telling me that you're not in that place of healing and learning, but you're in a place of withdrawal. You know what I mean? And I don't know why you're withdrawing yet. You do. But I feel like you're taking the time and taking a break from a lot of these people that don't serve purpose for you. It was crossing you. The Three of Pentacles. All right, so what's crossing you is either some kind of collaboration or relationship or something that you would do with somebody else. Something to do with your community, something to do with your job, with some kind of project. Whatever this is causing you to literally not want to deal with it anymore. You're not wanting to learn anything. You don't give a shit. So this probably has something to do with a job. I would take it as a job or career reading. So basically, like I said, you're refusing to learn something that you need to learn, but at the same time, you know that this is something to do with your job. It's hard for you. I don't know what it is, but it's hard for you right now. Let's see. All right, so what's grounding? Like, what's beneath you? What's grounding you? What's the root cause of this problem? Six of Wands. So, and it was upside down too. So the lack of victory in this situation, the lack of acknowledgement and validation for something that you've done at work in the past, or not in the past, well, it could be it's still going to be in the past, but this isn't the past position, but something this is what's causing you to be pissed off about it, because perhaps you did a lot of work and somebody else is taking the credit for it. Or either you're not getting acknowledged for what you do and what you bring to this company or your employer, and they take you for granted probably a little bit, and you just are like, fuck it, I refuse to give anymore. I refuse to learn anything else. I'm refusing until I feel that they are doing right by me and making me a part of the group, or making me, whatever, or validating me, or acknowledging that I'm the one who did this for this company, so that people can be thankful, and sometimes we all need that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you did all that work and you did everything that you can think of, and you're responsible for all the good things that are going down right now, then I dare say that, it's probably in your best interest to make sure that you do get the validation for what is yours. Because you need acknowledgement for what you've done. You need to know that you've done a great job or a bad job. That way you can either do better or do worse. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you. You got to have some kind of knowledge of how things are going and how you're doing. And if nobody wants to acknowledge that you are a damn vital part of whatever that corporation or company or whatever you do is, then, I feel like that lack of validation is pissing you off. And it's making you just like break down and not try. You're just withdrawing at work, and you're not really giving and learning and trying to teach anybody else how to do anything. Maybe they want you to train somebody and you're like, no, it doesn't matter. You're just in that energy where you're just like, fuck it, I'm not giving and giving and giving to something that's not going to validate that I'm the one that's making this shit tick, which I understand. I do. All right, so what are you in your head about? So it's gonna be like, what's crowning you? What are you in your head about? What's going through your head 90 times a day? The Three of Swords. Wow. Heartbreak. So this thing in your job possibly does break your heart because you're taking it personal, because it feels personal. I mean, the non-acknowledgement and the issues and the pain that you're getting from and all this stuff you're doing to try to make this work, and you're not getting anywhere. You know what I mean? So it does hurt. It feels like you wasted a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of effort. And it breaks your heart because, you wanted to give to this situation and this job, and you wanted to do the best that you could. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're in your head about it because it breaks your heart that this person is not who you thought they were, your boss, or this job didn't turn out to be what you thought it was, and it kind of breaks your heart because you were giving and willing to give so much to it, and it's like it's not noticed, you know? All right, so what's in the past for Scorpio? The Chariot. All right, so Scorpio, you could have been dealing with a water sign. Cancer, definitely. If not, in the past, there was maybe a choice between jobs or a choice between something. You had to move forward and make a decision, and it was like a decision that you had to make quite fast. So you don't know if you made the right one. Like I said, I feel that you're quite literally in that Chariot mode. That's one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. And it's usually a very good card because it usually means you're going to go move forward in two directions. And either one of them could be good for you, but, you know, one's definitely going to be more of your path than the other. And with this one, and the Chariot being in your past, you literally had a choice between this or something else, and you chose this. And I think that's why you're kind of pissed and heartbroken, because I feel like you think you may have made the wrong choice, and you don't know if you can go backtrack and go back. Scorpio, I don't know what the hell this is about, so if this is resonating with you, please like and share or let me know, because I swear sometimes I'm just talking out of my ass, I feel like. I don't know. And in the future, let's move it on. The Six of Swords. So in the future, you're going to be walking away from this. I'm getting that sometime in the near future, a few months out, could be before that. Hell, it might be longer than that, who knows. Everyone's time frame is different. But you're going to be leaving this behind. This is going to be something that you don't think about anymore. You're going to get in your shit and you're going to drive off, ride off, boat off, whatever it is you do. And you're going to get out of this situation because it's not serving you and it's causing you a lot of pain to stay there in that situation. Your work is causing you pain. I'm not exactly sure, unless there's way more personally caught up in it than there should be, or either you've really given a lot more of yourself than you should have and it wasn't given back. All right, the next card I'm going to pull for you is going to be the energy you have in this situation, you know what I mean, or the situation, one of the two. It's going to be whatever else comes out in regards to this, in regards to what we've already pulled. Ten of Wands. Holy shit. All right, yeah, you're going in circles and circles with this job. Nine of Wands, if it's the Wounded Warriors, and the Ten of Wands is most definitely going to be like the Wounded Warrior, and they're healed enough to do the bullshit again. You know what I mean? Like, you are very resilient. You are very creative. You have a lot of drive and determination, a lot of passion for this. But at the same time, Ten of Wands means you've been through some shit and you're carrying everybody else's load, pretty much. And that's what's going on. You're carrying the weight of everybody else, and it's too much on you right now because you're not getting any appreciation for it at all. And if you were to just throw your hands down and walk off, oh, they would notice that. But they're not going to notice all the shit you do. And I feel like you've had enough of it. You've had enough of it, literally. All right, so what's your environment like? The Two of Wands again. Okay. Two of Wands and the Eight of Swords. All right, I pulled both of those out again, which is weird because I shuffled the deck. But the thing is, with the Two and the Eight, and this is your environment, yes, your environment is hell. There's a lot of drama, a lot of things going on that you don't want to see, a lot of things going on that, you know, you missed the mark. They missed the mark. Like, literally, people have been throwing arrows at you, and none of them can stick. None of them have stuck to you. And now you're at that point where you're making the decision whether or not you're going to continue on with this passion that you had for this project to begin with. And with that energy in your environment, you know, you've got a lot of people around you that are trying to influence you. You've got a lot of people around you that are trying to get you to do their shit. But continue on with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Continue on with standing your ground, because if it's not right, it's not right. It's not going to magically become right overnight. So do what you have to do and stand your ground, because that's the only way you're going to get this, you know, the acknowledgement that you need to get, or either the appreciation or the raise, or either you'll find something else because it's meant to be. In your hopes and fears, you got the Ace of Wands. So you fear starting over, but you hope you can start over. You don't really necessarily want to do that because it's in your hopes and your fears. And I can understand how it could be both at the same time, because you've got a situation going on right now where you are waiting and looking for something new to pop off, some kind of new something to give you a new drive and a new fresh outlook. But at the same time, you're scared to death that the something new is going to come at the expense of you losing a job and you having to find another one. And you're not sure if what you would do in that situation, because you're still putting up with this one for a reason. Therefore, you must need your job. You must not have the security net. I'm not trying to say nothing bad, because I damn sure don't have one, so I don't mean that in any kind of way. But you don't have that security net or whatever to fall back on so that you can find something else. And so I feel like your biggest fear and your biggest hope is that you can find something else, but you fear that it's going to come in such a way that you can't properly sustain yourself. You want something else, but you want it to come where it makes sense, and how it's a time that would make sense, and how you'd be able to possibly find something else immediately. That way you would not have to worry about how you're going to pay your bills or how you're going to do something. And that's a legitimate hope and fear, it really is. So there's really nothing bad about that, in my opinion. You're just being a human being. All right, so the outcome overall, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, like I said, I don't normally take reverse cards, but I'm going to take it. And the Queen of Cups is like the most love you can have for somebody, okay? So, let's reverse that and say it's not the most love you can have for somebody. It's probably the opposite of that, which is like the most frustration and something that you are dealing with, or something that you once loved. It's got you out of your element, but, because you're cups, you're water, so this could represent you, but at the same time it's flipped, which tells me that the outcome is only going to be something that you can definitely, it's up to you, boo. It's up to you. No one else can influence this, which is a good thing, because you don't want to pull anybody else's shit in that position. But the fact that it's your card tells me that you are the one that holds the key. You are the one making this decision ultimately, and I do feel that you're going to find something else to start with, and you'll be able to leave behind the things that are causing you stress and pain, and the things that don't serve you. And necessarily, you're just going to have to continue to be strong and realize that you're making it, you're doing it, and you're going to be fine. You just got to continue on with that mentality that you're going to be the one that makes this decision. You're going to stand your ground. But that's basically what I've got for you guys, okay, Scorpio? So I'm sorry if it was a little whatever, but I feel like sometimes people just needed to know confirmation, or whatever it is that they're doing or not doing something they need to be doing. And you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. You're doing your job. You're helping people out. You're helping everybody out. You're actually taking other people's jobs on, and they're not doing their shit. And then you get the blame for every fucking thing when it falls on somebody's shoulders, or either you're not getting acknowledgement that how much work you're actually doing to keep the company afloat. And if it wasn't for you, they may not even be there. Honest God, who knows? You know what I mean? So Scorpio, that's what I got for you. I hope you, I'm going to say enjoyed it, but I hope that it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then you might not be